What's up, guys? It's Matthews34 again. I'm here at Barclays watching the Islanders get destroyed by the Florida Panthers, and you're watching Post to Post.
Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. Last night, two huge games. Boston played Tampa. San Jose played Vegas. What a crazy game that San Jose-Vegas one was. I'm going to talk about the Boston-Tampa one first. Now, I didn't get to see all of this game. I was still really, really busy. I barely have time to make these videos and post them, but I did get a chance to see some of that game for sure. So I just made some notes here like I usually do, and I just want to talk about a couple things. This is going to be a quick video. Like I said, I didn't get to watch as much hockey as I did last night, so I don't really have as many notes as I usually would. I thought just starting off with Boston, I thought their puck cycling on the power play was brilliant. Quick, crisp, fast passes. They looked really, really good in the offensive zone on the power play, so I enjoyed seeing that for sure. Before the series, I picked a player to excel, to break out in the series. I picked Braden Point. Last night, luckily, I was right. He got 4 points, 3 assists, 1 goal, and was just dynamite for Tampa Bay. I don't think he's done. I don't think he's done at all. I think he's just getting going, and I think we can expect to see some pretty special things out of him over the next couple of games for sure. A lot of people were blaming the refs last night, Boston fans specifically. That's not a shot at Boston fans. When Tampa loses, there are Tampa fans who blame the refs. When Montreal loses, there are Montreal fans who blame the refs. This is a thing for fans of any team. It's not Boston specific, but last night there were a lot of Boston fans blaming the refs. My personal opinion is that yes, there were calls that were missed. That could have gone Boston's way. There were calls that were missed that could have gone Tampa's way. There were calls that were missed in the Boston-Toronto series, the Vegas-LA series, every series. There are always going to be missed calls. Some games will be worse than others, but the fact that I saw some people blaming the refs for the loss was really frustrating because there were so many other factors that go into a game other than reffing that contribute to a loss, and specifically in the game last night, Boston had many other factors. They had 13 giveaways versus Tampa Bay's 6. They only had 20 shots on net. They were only 43% in the face-off circle. There are other contributing factors that get your team a loss other than the refereeing. And yeah, it's frustrating to see missed calls and stuff, and calls go a way that you don't think that they should go, but that's just life. It all balances out, and it's just one of those things. You can't blame the refs for a loss. You have to be accountable of your team's actions and your team's mistakes, and there were mistakes last night on Boston's end. I believe the better team won last night based on both teams that played last night as far as Boston-Tampa goes, so the outcome does not surprise me in that game. It's going to be a great next game, I tell you that for sure. The Vegas-San Jose game, I watched this more so than the Boston-Tampa one. It's a series that's a little stressful for me because I'm a San Jose Sharks fan, but I also would like to see the Knights move on. I predicted that the Golden Knights would win in 7, I think. But man, it's really frustrating to watch San Jose at times. I'm overcritical of them, like I am with my Canadians, because I think a lot of people are like that. The team that you cheer for, you watch them so much, you're overcritical of them. You criticize their mistakes a little more than other teams. But San Jose is just so inconsistent. There were points of that game last night where, like, I think the first half of the second period, they didn't allow a shot on net, and they were just pressing and pressing and pressing. And in the first period too, it's just endless pressing, and Vegas couldn't handle it. They were taking penalties. They were undisciplined. It looked like San Jose was on track to really take this game, and not with ease, but they were the better team in the first half of the game. And in the last half of the second period, Vegas just was like, I think we want to play hockey now. I think we're done being undisciplined. It's time to be disciplined. It's time to put the puck back in the back of the net. And they did 3 times, and went up on San Jose. And San Jose was just like, during this time, they're just lazy, like puck watching and out of position. Very frustrating. And then in the third period, San Jose played really, really well. They came back, forced it to overtime. Obviously, Vegas won in overtime. Very exciting game, very good game to watch. I think there's two types of hockey that is just tremendous to watch, just as a hockey fan. Regardless of who you cheer for, there's two types of really impressive hockey to watch. There's one where it's really, really close, and it's like 1-1 or 2-1 or 0-0, and it's really, really close and competitive the entire game. You don't know if there's big saves, there's chances at either end. That's really fun hockey to watch. The other type of fun hockey to watch is when a team goes up 3-0 or 3-1 or something, and then another team comes back, and then they take the lead, and then the other team comes back. We've seen a couple of those games. The Toronto-Boston Game 7 was kind of like that. That's really exciting hockey to watch. Last night's game was in the first scenario, where a team has come back and forced an overtime. We saw that with Columbus versus Washington. I really enjoy that comeback style hockey, and I was very happy that my Sharks were able to do that. Unfortunately, they did lose in overtime, but it's fun hockey to watch for sure. I thought goaltending in this series, specifically last night's game, was great. Jones made some unbelievable saves. Fleury was all over the place making saves. So it's really a goaltending style series. If you're a fan of good goaltending, then please watch the series if you haven't yet. The San Jose power play I thought was unbelievably good. They cycle the puck so well. They're so good at it, and they have such chemistry. Just watching them, they've been playing some of the players, the core players, Pavelski and Couture and Burns, and just like there's a whole little group of them that have been playing together for so long. You can really, really see the chemistry on the ice, and I enjoyed watching that, as they're my second favorite team. That's really it's really good to see, because my favorite team, the Canadiens, really sucked on the power play this year. So it's good to see the other end of it on another one of my favorite teams. So yeah, I had fun watching the hockey last night. Unfortunately, I did go to sleep. I fell asleep kind of during the overtime, and I woke up and they were still playing, and I did see the end. But yeah, I was just super busy, super overwhelmed with other stuff going on in life. For those of you who are new to the channel, I did get let go from a job last year. I've been on employment insurance for like 6 months or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. That's run out now, so I'm really going all out on applying for jobs and stuff here, and trying to grow the Patreon and stuff like that. And I'd like to do this full time. Obviously, it's not an option at this point. Patreon hasn't grown to the point where I can do it full time. But so I need to spend time and look for good jobs around here in Charlottetown and stuff. So there could be less videos over the next couple of months based on that. I'm an adult, need to pay bills, need to do all of these adulting things. So unfortunately, that comes first, and the channel has to come second as of pretty much now. So that's really unfortunate. And hopefully in a year or 2 years or something like this, I can do this full time, because I love it, and I love talking hockey, and I love interacting with you guys. It's a lot of fun. So hope you guys are watching lots of hockey. If you're new to the channel, hope you can hit the subscribe button. If you did like this video, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.